Hello friends, welcome to Total Recap. Today we are going to explain a movie named Chennai Express released in 2013, so sit with some popcorns, relax and enjoy this romance/action movie. The movie begins with a voiceover, which tells us that a boy named Rahul has been living with his grandparents since the age of 8 because his parents died in a car accident when he was that young. His grandparents raised him after the accident. Now, we are shown a scene from the present day where Rahul is 40 years old and manages his grandfather's sweet shop because his grandparents are quite old now. In the year 2013, Rahul's grandfather celebrated his 100th birthday, and all the relatives from their family gathered. Rahul's two friends, Bobby and Salim, also came to the celebration and shared their plan for a Goa trip with Rahul. Rahul is very happy upon hearing this plan and agrees to go to Goa with them. However, before cutting the birthday cake, Rahul presents his grandfather with a bat signed by the famous Indian cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. Rahul's grandfather was a huge fan of Sachin Tendulkar, and before cutting the cake, they were watching the live India-Pakistan match, where Sachin gets out at 99. At this point, we see that Rahul's grandfather also out at 99. After this, Rahul's grandmother tells him that his grandfather's last wish was to immerse half of their ashes in the Ganges River and the other half in Rameswaram. But the problem was that Rahul's grandmother assigned Rahul the responsibility of immersing half the ashes in Rameswaram. Now, Rameswaram was quite far from Goa, and upon realizing this, Rahul was initially reluctant. However, he and his friends later made a plan to immerse his grandfather's ashes in Goa itself. To deceive his grandmother, Rahul bought a ticket for the Chennai Express train, which was heading to South India. But as he boarded the train, his grandmother only said one thing to him: "I don't trust anyone else, that's why I chose you for this task." But as soon as the next station arrived, Rahul got off the train and went to join his friends. However, once there, he remembered that he had left his grandfather's urn on the train. He hurried back to the train, just as a girl named Meena extended her hand to help Rahul board. But after Meena, Rahul helped another man board, and then another, and another. However, when he tried to get off, he realized that the platform had ended. Now, after missing this train, Rahul thinks that he will have to get on the next platform and tells his two friends about this condition. He says that he will meet them at the next station. However, on the way, Rahul feels that the people he has boarded the train with do not understand Hindi. That's why Rahul tries to flirt with Meena, who is sitting in front of him, in Hindi. Meena responds in Hindi but not in a regular way. Instead, they talk to each other by parodying Indian songs. Meena then tells Rahul her entire story. "I live in the Kamban village in South India, and my father is the local Don there. He wants to marry me to another powerful Don, which would make my father even more powerful. But I don't want to marry him, so I ran away from my village." But Rahul ruined his entire plan. Because of this, these people are now taking Meena back to her village. After that, Meena tells Rahul that she wants to make a call from his phone, so he should use the excuse of going to the bathroom and go to the restroom. Then, just a few seconds later, Meena also goes to Rahul, but she notices the goons of Meena's father while making the call. They catch Rahul's phone and throw it out of the train. This makes Rahul very angry because his phone was quite expensive. But Rahul's anger cools down when he sees the weapons with those four goons. But as soon as he comes inside the train TC also come inside to cut the train ticket. Rahul again makes a parody of Indian songs and tells TC that these four goons have weapons and they are planning to kidnap this girl. After this, TC collect weapons from them and tries to intimidate them, which makes Rahul very happy. But he becomes even more frightened when one of the goons grabs TC and throws him out of the train. Seeing this, Rahul was once again very scared, and now he has to go to the same village with all of them as the only witness to everything that happened with TC. On the other hand, TC is now stuck in a river, and Rahul's friends are repeatedly calling him from outside the station, but his phone is not connecting. Now, Rahul goes to the railway police station to file a complaint about these four goons when he wakes up the next morning. But the police inspector does not help Rahul at all because this area belongs to Meena's father, Durgesh, and Meena tells Rahul that we cannot escape from here now. But Rahul tells Meena that there must still be some way for both of us to escape from here. In response, Meena says that when we are in front of my father, whenever I look at you, you just shake your head. After this, finally, Rahul arrives at Meena's village, and when he sees so many people with weapons there, his heart starts racing once again. After that, Meena tells her father in their language that she loves Rahul and Rahul also loves her very much, and they both want to get married. Rahul was not able to understand all these things, but according to the plan, when Meena looked towards Rahul, he nodded his head. After that, all the people who had come with Meena's father picked up Rahul and took him to their house. There, Meena's family took care of Rahul after hearing Rahul and Meena's story. After that, Rahul was trying to remember the phone numbers of his friends and other cousins, but he couldn't remember anything. On the other hand, he feels very happy when he sees a Punjabi policeman outside, hoping that he will understand his language and help him. However, the police inspector couldn't help Rahul either, so then comes Mina's 1.93 meter tall fiancé Javed. He was unhappy that Mina had brought another guy with her this time, so Javed challenges Rahul to a fight that night, saying, if Rahul wins, Mina is his, and if I win, Mina is mine. Rahul, unable to understand what Javed said, but eventually nods his head. After Javed leaves, the Punjabi police inspector translates everything Javed told Rahul. Now, hearing all this, Rahul starts to feel nervous again. Later that night, before the fight between Javed and Rahul, everyone in the village dances to the music playing in the background. During this time, Rahul had some alcohol, and he lost his senses completely. He tries to escape on bike, surprising Javed and the entire village. However, as he goes a little further, he crashes his bike and ends up in the middle of the sea. Some people here inform Rahul that this boat is heading to Sri Lanka. In reality, the people on this boat were actually smugglers carrying diesel from India to Sri Lanka. However, the police arrive there, and after some firing, they apprehend Rahul along with the smugglers because they suspected Rahul might also be involved in smuggling. On the other hand, Mina was about to get married. Now, to escape from this smuggling trap, Rahul has to tell the police his entire story, from taking the Chennai Express to reaching this boat. After that, the police take Rahul back to the Kamban village to confirm that Rahul is indeed an Indian. There, Mina's father Durgesh, Javed, and their goons claim that Rahul is a part of their family. Following this, the police leave him there. As a result, Rahul gets nervous, so he picks up the weapon lying nearby and threatens to cut himself. However, this doesn't make any difference to Don Durgesh and his henchmen. Afterward, he puts the same weapon around Mina's neck and then takes her as a hostage out of the village. Although Javed tries to save her, but Rahul pushes him into the mud. After this, several cars start following them, and there is a dangerous confrontation in between. However, Rahul successfully manages to leave Kamban village, but as soon as he goes close to a pond, Mina's dad's favorite car breaks down. This leads to some arguments between Rahul and Mina, and after that, they angrily take different paths. On the other hand, Javed was very angry, and he also planned to kill Rahul. Now, Rahul, on his way through the jungle, encounters a truck driver and asks for a lift. But Rahul learns from this man that news has spread all over South India that a fair-skinned boy has run away with Durgesh Don's daughter, and Durgesh's men are looking for him. Whenever they find him, his head will be chopped off. Upon hearing this, Rahul began to feel scared. Afterward, he remembered Mina once again, and then he went to seek her help. After walking for a while, they came across a village called Vidamba. There, Mina talked to the people of the village and said, Rahul and I love each other very much, and we have already gotten married. However, my family is not happy with our marriage, so they are looking for us. We need protection. Hearing Mina's story, the villagers of Vidamba were ready to help them. It was then that Mina found out that Rahul's parents were not alive. He had lost them in a car accident during his childhood, and he had been raised by his grandparents ever since. Mina also revealed that her own mother had passed away. Afterwards, both of them learn about a tradition in Vidamba village where newlyweds have to climb 300 stairs to reach the village temple. This tradition strengthens the bond of the newlywed couple, and Rahul and Mina had to follow it too because in the eyes of the villagers, they were a newlywed couple, and Rahul wanted to prove it. This impressed Mina a lot. Additionally, when they reached the top, they realized that this ritual couldn't be completed without applying vermilion. So, unintentionally, Rahul also applies vermilion on Mina's forehead, which in India signifies a true marriage. This makes Mina fall in love with Rahul. Now, they had been living in this village for quite some time, and Rahul was getting bored. So, he tells Mina, let's leave this place without telling anyone. But Mina says, that's wrong because if we run away like this, the villagers will never help any stranger again. But Rahul doesn't listen to a word Mina says. After this, Mina taunts Rahul. Rahul doesn't fulfill any responsibility, to the extent that he was about to break his grandmother's trust, and instead of carrying his grandfather's ashes to Rameswaram, he was planning to party in Goa with his friends. But Rahul ignores Mina and picks up his bag, walking away from there. However, on the way, Javed and his men catch Rahul again and return to Mina. Those people were trying to take Mina and Rahul back to Kamban village, but the people of Vidamba village stopped Javed and his men, which allowed Mina and Rahul to successfully escape. Afterward, Rahul buys a train ticket for Mina to flee to Mumbai and decides to go to Rameswaram himself to immerse his grandfather's ashes. Mina is very happy to hear Rahul's decision, but she refuses to go to Mumbai and decides to accompany Rahul to Rameswaram, tearing up the train ticket. Later, Rahul and Mina decide to go to Mumbai together, and here Rahul asks Mina, where will you stay in Mumbai? Hearing this, Mina becomes quite emotional because she was expecting Rahul to ask her to stay at his house. But that same night, Rahul realizes that he has also fallen in love with Mina. So, the next morning, he comes to Kamban village without informing Meena. When Meena wakes up, she asks Rahul, "Why have you come to our village again?" Rahul then gives only one answer, "I have made the right decision, and how long will we keep running like this?" After that, Rahul tries to explain to Meena's father, after Meena marriage with Javed, Durgesh, the Don of South India, will be happy, but his daughter Meena will never be happy. After this, Rahul openly declares his love for Meena in front of Durgesh and Javed. Upon hearing this, a goon hits Rahul on the head with a thick stick. But then, Rahul also gets angry, and he beats up each goon very badly. Finally, the fight between Rahul and Javed ensues. At the beginning of this fight, Javed severely beats up Rahul, causing him to lose consciousness for a while. However, upon hearing Meena's voice again, Rahul regains his composure, and this time, he beats up Javed very badly. In the end, Rahul is about to cut Javed's throat with a weapon, but he refrains from doing so, which results in Rahul winning the battle. Finally, Javed says, "There will be no more fights. I admit that my body is very big, but not in front of your courage." Now, finally, Meena's father Durgesh also realizes his mistake. After that, he fixes Meena and Rahul's marriage, and the movie ends right here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch content like this.